It's so hot in the city. Hey there, blessed brother Tony Stewart here,
Angie Stewart, bless sister.
and we're coming at you with a PSA, which stands for Public Service Announcement. As we sit here right now, you may see Angie's hair blowing. You would see mine blowing, but, well, it doesn't blow. But anyway, the reason why is because our air conditioner is out. And we are now in the process of getting that repaired, and it brought to mind a whole thing about stewardship. So our title of this is
The secret to, the secret of how systems work in every area of your life.
The Secret of How Systems Work in Every Area of Your Life. Now, system is an acronym. Most people don't know that. But system stands for Save Yourself Time, Energy, and Money. And so if you think of it that way, you see that systems are important, and you should have a system for everything. You should have a system for what you do in the morning. You should have a system for what you do at night. And you should definitely have a system around how you take care of all the things that you have been blessed with. Now, one of the things that we've learned from this experience, see, her hair is blowing. She's trying to get a music video up in here. But anyway, one of the things that we've taken away from what we learned just through this experience, and by the way, there's something to be said there. Napoleon Hill said it best when he said, within each adversity is the seed of a greater benefit. And so the adversity of our air conditioning going out, number one, the first seed is the fact that we're not in that part of summer where things were blazing and it was super hot here. It's a cooler day. And
It's
so
cooler outside than it is in our house.
But that's another beside the point. The fact is, it's cool outside. And so that's a great thing in and of itself. But the other benefit is that it brings to mind, and I've learned things already from this. You know, things like every year you're supposed to have your air conditioner checked right before summer starts. I didn't know that. I thought it was something you kind of did after the point. Also learned about the air filter and the fact that the air filter should be changed. Go ahead, say what you're going to say, Miss. I'm talking to you.
Every 6 months,
yes.
You should check your air filter.
That's right. So you might say, well, how do you remember all this stuff? How do you do it? Well, you build a system, and you put things. I mean, you might use your calendar, your phone, and you just kind of have it on a rotation every 6 months to give you that update, which I will do now going forward. It's these types of things that allow you to.
I'm just joking with you, honey.
It's these types of things that allow you to make life easier for yourself.
Right.
And deal with the technology gap that you have in just about everything you have. Now, you might say, what do you mean technology gap? Well, I would bet if you look around your room, you can find, I don't know, at least 5 different things that you have that represent some form of technology. Now, if you took the time to actually go to the manual, I know us guys are terrible about this, but if you actually took the time to go through the manual and walk through the manual, you'd find out that each of those 5 things, there would be some function, some feature, or in this case, some level of maintenance that you're supposed to do to keep that thing in tip-top order that you're maybe not aware of. Mm-hmm. So my call to action from this video for you is to take the time. Well, let's go ahead. You have a scripture that you wanted to share.
Yes, the scripture is Luke 16:2. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account of thy stewardship, for thou mayest be no longer steward.
So it just goes to show you from the word that that stewardship is so important. And the way to be blessed with more is to take care of what you already have. That's one of the key steps in getting that promotion. So here's a call to action I have for you. Look around your room. Choose 5 things that you say, man, I got this phone, but do I know everything this phone does? You know, I'll tell you one that I don't use for my iPhone, and I challenge you to find someone who's a bigger proponent of iPhone. There's a feature in Apple iPhones called Shortcuts, and it's been out for about a year now, but I've never sat down and taken the time to learn how to do a shortcut. I commit to you guys that I am going to learn how to use the shortcut feature within this tool. While you're at it, you might look at other things, around your room. It might be your television set. What can your television set really do? You may find out that you can do things with your television set, such as download apps that you may not be aware of. You may find out your TV is a smart TV that can have pictures of that you take that show up on it. Things that these are devices you already have that you're not taking full advantage of because you haven't taken the time. You pulled it out of the box. You got to work to the point where you needed it to work, and that was the end of it. Well, go back. I think you're going to find that you have some cool features that you haven't taken advantage of. And this situation with the air conditioner is a great example of that. It was something that I said, well, how can we bring this to you today and make this a blessing in your life and give you some reminders? Look at the maintenance items that you have around your house. Put the times that you're supposed to do that maintenance in your planner and put an alarm on it. And if it's 6 months, if it's a year, do that. And now you never have to worry about that. You don't have to keep that in your mind because you have a system that'll help you do that for you. And when it's time for you to do it, it's just a tickler. You knock it out and you're done. So that is the point we want to make today. Hope this blesses you. And if it does, it's worth losing air conditioning for a day so you can be blessed with this knowledge and preclude something that might be more important that you deal with or that you haven't dealt with that could be a gotcha. So anyway, have a blessed day.
Yep, we're here to help.
We're here to help.
Value.
Find those 5 technology items that you have in your house. It could be your phone, it could be your TV, it could be a radio, it could be your microwave. That's another one. What can your microwave do that maybe you've never taken advantage of? What can your washer and dryer do that you've never taken advantage of? What can your refrigerator do that you've never taken advantage of? Look around your house. Technology is to the point where there's certain functionalities that everyone has in those items. You may have only used 1 or 2 things of it, but if you took the time to dig in, and if you don't have the manuals anymore, guess what? You can probably Google them and pull up a PDF version of them and check them out. So anyway, I hope that blesses you. Have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.